by the ocean. So there's a huge need to have individual libraries in all the islands itself. Yeah. So there are 63 on the islands. And in Mali, we have about approximately 5 or maybe more specialized or research center libraries. Like there's a UNESCO small collection, WHO small collection, there are separate libraries like that. And we also have some private public libraries on the islands where they provide just public service system as such. Yeah, the main point is that most of the majority of the libraries does not have any form of computerization of their collection. Yes. As I said before, the National Library and the MCHE Library are the largest collection. When I talk about the National Library, we are talking about 80,000 books, not much compared to what you might have here. And MCHE Library is also 90,000 books, so it's not too much. These libraries are computerized to some extent. MCHE Library is computerized, as I said before. We use all the modules, circulation, cataloging, and everything. We use a commercial software called Liberty 3, and it is very similar to what the features available in Koha. For Liberty 3, we paid a quite large amount to buy the software itself, and also we are paying quite a large amount to maintain it annually. So here, this is something I learned from this work. Our local font, these are all similar to what we see in Koha. So my point is, why pay for so much? But in our case, I don't think we'll be able to go back since we have invested in it at the moment. But there are things that we can do. The Library Association, what I'm suggesting is the National Library. We are partners in library development. So the National Library can actually promote the use of Koha to all the libraries. We can start a school union catalog sort of, one by one. And then we also can start a special libraries union catalog. One by one we can add all the small collections. Because Koha has, as Vinod explained in detail, there are features to add branch libraries within a main library. So if all the branch libraries become one, then eventually we'll end up with the union catalog, which is what we want really. And a little bit on Greenstone. We have actually started some work on Greenstone with the advice from University of Waikato and also from Dr. Mohan. This session started in January 2010, and a formal Greenstone network and create a support digital library collection, introduced Divehi, that's our local language, and MCHE is an equal partner in the creation and maintenance of digital libraries. And National Center for Information Technology, that's our technical backbone. And Department of Heritage, they provide support in identifying the resources that we need to prioritize, and then also in the preservation of local literature. So our plan using Greenstone is to have two local collections by the end of 2010. We'll be using the National Library will actually be working on the newspaper collection. We have a newspaper, there are a few newspapers, but we are starting with one. Haviru, that's our local Haviru newspaper, which has been in existence from 1979 onwards. Greenstone definitely is a very useful open source software for digital library collection, so we are definitely going to use it, and I'm sure we'll be able to succeed with your help. As I said before, great and invaluable and very dedicated support from HealthNet and IIMK. Thank you. That's about it. About geography, about our country, right?
Very easy.
You said how many islands are there?
195.
195 islands.
People living in 195 islands, but there are 1,200.
1,200 islands.
There. More than that.
I'm planning to buy one, I guess.
It's too expensive.
A lot of
one, just a suggestion. If you are going to present in other countries, these days the people are starting a trend like put a Google map.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and it's so interesting. I saw that in many international conferences saying I
set up for the Greenstone and Koha support.